Easter's just around the corner, so we as parents are already searching around the place, hunting around for some nice things to do with the miniatures.
Yes, so that in mind, Jill Holes joins us now to continue our family activities series sponsored by Oomph Life Cover. Great to have you on the show again, Jill.
Hi, guys.
We're heading off to Clondalkin and Dublin first.
Yes, so the first place I've picked is a brand new visitor attraction there. It's the Round Tower, Brú Chronón, I believe is the right pronunciation.
Yes. And is that just recently opened? Because
yes, so it's brand new. They've got the Round Tower, which is dating back to 790 AD apparently, and they've a visitor centre, and it's all interactive and talks about the history of the tower in the area. And then they've got beautiful gardens, and the Happy Pear Cafe is there.
Very good.
They've gone very posh now with the Happy Pear.
Very nice there.
It's a great setting, though, to have a round tower like that inside an urban area. It's gorgeous.
It is unusual,
yeah, it's very, very unusual. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's near to Corca Park, which has a fairy wood and playground and lots of other outdoor activities as well.
Nice,
so you can make a real day out of it.
Yeah. Did you know it was there about it, did you?
The Round Tower?
Yeah.
Well, I would have driven past it in Clondalkin, in the village. Like it's, I mean, Clondalkin is, we think Clondalkin, it's a mass of houses and all that, but the old village of Clondalkin itself is lovely.
But I suppose when the new roads came in, then it's kind of moving further away from the village, and you didn't get to drive through it.
To be honest, I remember I used to go there to tax my car when I had to. That's really why I went there a few times. But it is lovely, and that tower is beautiful.
Yes, so, and the great thing is it's free to visit.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Totally free, so...
Do you know, I'd imagine if people are going to Dublin now for the parades on Saturday, saying if you're heading down the Limerick Road on the way back, it'd be something really nice to do.
Yeah, and then the other thing is it's on the Dublin Bus and Red Lewis line as well, so it's really handy for public transport.
Can you actually get into the tower, or is the interpretive centre beside it?
It's beside it. I'm not sure if you can climb into the tower, so I think it's kind of attached on. As I say, it's brand new. So.
Okay.
Now, we're heading off to Limerick next.
We are. So this is one of my favourite places, King John's Castle in Limerick. It's fantastic. I think it really brings history to life for kids. You go into the exhibition, they've got discovery drawers. They've actually got things that say "do touch," rather than "don't touch," and costumes, try on, cannon to fire, and
that really adds to the experience, Jill, doesn't it? When you can actually kind of get stuck into it.
Interactive is the way with children, isn't it? Really, they don't want to hear about.
No, they don't want to. You can't touch. They want to jump in.
Exactly.
Isn't that fantastic?
It's brilliant. And then the coolest thing, you stand in front of these screens, and there are characters in costume that talk to you as if they're talking to you in real life.
Now, there's a good reason why you know about all these things, because out of experience, when you landed over here from Scotland first, you said, OK, what am I going to do with the kids?
Exactly, and going and finding these places and taking them and trying them out. So
My Kids Time, is that your website?
My Kids Time, that's
Very
right,
good.
yeah.
Can I just ask you about St John's Castle? How long do you think you'd spend there? I mean, just for parents planning, you know, I think you really need to know these things.
I think you'd spend a good couple of hours, because the first part is the exhibit, which is indoors, but then you go outside and there's a big courtyard with all these other things. You can climb on the towers and the ramparts and things. So really a couple of hours easily.
And you can dress up in costume.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's very nice.
That would be good fun.
And there's probably a cafe and all that kind of treats there as well.
Yes, the cafe. It's really... And then
how much does that cost, I wonder?
So that is €23. This is an online ticket price. It's worth booking online.
That's a family ticket.
That's two adults, two kids.
Two adults and 2 kids. But they also have a 2 adult and 6 kid ticket for $33.50. So you can either go as parents with all your brood, or maybe go with a friend
take the neighbour's
as well. Exactly. And they run Easter events. They've got a big family day coming up on Easter Monday. With all sorts of things like circus and stuff, so it's great.
After Easter hunts.
After Burke Castle, there's lots happening here.
Burke Castle, another fabulous place to go, because it has so much at the castle. So obviously you can go on a tour of the castle. They have the science centre, so there were all these amazing scientific discoveries. They have a huge, great telescope, but this is the star of the show for the kids.
That's right.
This is the Ireland's biggest tree house there, and you can go inside. The kids can climb up. There's a big, huge pillow trampoline. It's like a pillow shape.
That sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it's like a pillow shape. That's the tree house there. It's fantastic. It's just stunning. I didn't know that existed at all. And then the gardens to walk around and have a picnic, and then they've cafes on site as well.
And then the science. Tell us about that, because older kids would like that as well. They've got to telescope and all that, don't they?
Exactly. And you go in the science centre, and they basically talk you through all the different people who've discovered all these amazing things. So amazing science centre there, really.
Is there a cost to that?
Yes. So tickets ticket there is €25 for 2 adults and 2 kids, and they're also doing they're calling it the Easter Quest.
Okay.
So it's a bit more for kids who can read and understand clues.
Like especially the science side, I think. As well.
But what I think
any child would love that treehouse, though.
Oh,
any
the
age.
treehouse, absolutely. And what's nice about the quest is if you go to the end of it, you can either get fruit or a sweet. So if mum and dad want to steer towards the fruit instead.
I think the kids will go for everything.
After
Strokestown, County Roscommon.
Yeah, again, another sort of multi-purpose attraction. So you have the Great House, which for fans of upstairs and downstairs or Downton Abbey, getting to see how people lived in the big house. The Irish Famine Museum, obviously a very sad time in Irish history, but I think important for kids to kind of know the background and hear the stories. And then they run all sorts of events in their walled gardens and woodlands. So they're doing a couple of fabulous events. They've got a Fly a Kite event for free on Sunday, March 25th. And the Secret Garden Easter Trail, where you get to go around the gardens looking for clues again.
It's an Easter egg hunt, is it?
Easter egg hunt with a puppet show, and then you get to see the lambs.
We had lamb watching here this week and a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we're rolling it out, aren't we, lamb watching
the amount of lambs we're seeing.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously, people are being great
And
sending in all that.
lambs, don't they?
Yeah.
What's the cost for Strokestown?
So a family ticket normally costs €28. That includes the house tour, the walled gardens and the Famine Museum, so plenty for your value. But you have to book the Easter event separately, and that's €7 per child, but adults go free.
Okay, very good. Now, Croke Park at Easter. Tell us about this Stadium Easter Tour.
So the good thing about the Croke Park Easter Tour is you're really getting a behind-the-scenes tour. So you get it's for kind of 8 and unders, but then older kids would enjoy the behind-the-scenes stuff. So you get to go and follow clues and get an Easter egg at the end. But you're getting taken into the dressing rooms, behind the scenes, and this is really cool. You run out onto the pitch with the sounds of the crowds cheering. So, I mean, that's inspiring the future generation, isn't it?
Croke Park is fantastic. It is just one of these places. Even if you're not a sports fan, I think if you want to go in and see a stadium yourself as mum and dad, it's brilliant. But if you are into the GA or anything, it's brilliant. All the history museum is there. There's a skywalk around as well. You can do it. I don't think it's part of this though.
No,
but you can do that on another day where you walk around the top of the stands.
Good idea.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah, and then they've got a kind of interactive game zone where you can try your hurling and your football skills.
Now, that would be a nice thing for kids, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah, and I think the running out onto the field is a big one as well.
How much is that one? 35, is it?
That's 35 for the family ticket, and the Easter tours are just running 26th to 29th of March, so they'll book out quickly.
Thanks very much for joining us, Jill. And if you're at home missing any of today's segment, you can head over to oomph, that's oomph.ie, and all the info will be there.
Yes, and Jill will be back in a few weeks' time with more activity suggestions for you and your family. Plus, we also have a family pass to give away to the Easter egg hunt at Croke Park. If you head on to our Facebook page, all the details will be on there.